the same way we added our category in our table, we are going to do the same thing for adding a complete blog post in our table. So first of all, we have to design the UI of adding post in our table. So this page of categories.php, I can save this file as add new post.php. So now we will change this file to add new post. So first of all, let's not focus on the PHP. First, we will focus on the design of this page. So all of this would be the same, all links, etc. So instead of manage categories, it would be add new post in the header section, and then going to the main area. And in the main area, you can see we have this title add new category. So I will make it add new post. The card, rest of the thing would be the same. So here you can see we just have only one field for adding the category. So I will make it to post title. Then let's copy this whole one and paste it right after it. And also we have to change it to post. The second field will be choose category, and instead of a input field we will have one select field that will fetch all the categories here from our table of category. So for now, as this lecture will be focused on the UI, so I will have simple one select with the bootstrap class of form control, and its ID would be category title. So we have to put this one here for here as well, and its name will be category title as well, or instead you can just make it category. Let's make it category. Then for this select we will have couple of option. For now I will have couple of copy paste option. We'll put all the categories here later, but for now just adding 1 2 3, and then we have to close our select tag. Now first let's save this one and see this one in browser. So going to our directory, browsing this file add new post, you can see this add new post here. So we have this field post title, then choose category 1 2 3, and this one looks ugly, right? Because we already have this add new post title here. So let's not add this card header. So back to my editor, I'm gonna delete this div of card header from line 117 to 119. Now let's check this one. It's better, right? So after this div of category, we will have one div that will have bootstrap class of form group, and inside this div we will have one label. So this time it will be for image, and here text will be select image. Then we will have one input field with the type of file, because we will select some image, so its type should be file, and the name of this input field will be image, and for ID it will be image select. So let's equal this image select here as well instead of just image. So now let's refresh our page to see what look like. So this is not very attractive. So you can make this one attractive by just adding one more div with the bootstrap class. So let's do that. So here on this input, I will have one div with the bootstrap class of custom dash file, and let's put our whole input field inside this one. Now saving this one, let's refresh our page now. So it's on the next line, but it's still not that good. So we added one div with the custom file, but we did not added custom file class on this input field. So we have to specify one class on this input tag, and that class will be custom dash file dash input. Let's refresh our page now. So if I just click here, you can see I can still select some image, but it's not showing. It's because I added this bootstrap class, and this bootstrap class also need label associated with that custom file class. So right on the next line, I will have one label, and this label will be for this image select, and for the class it will be custom dash file dash label. That's also a bootstrap class, and here you have to specify some text. So I will specify this select image text here. Now let's refresh our page. Now you can see this select image, and if I select some image like this one, you can see right after selecting this image, this field has gone blue. You can notice the blue color at its border, and also if you hover your mouse, you can also see the name of that image, 3dpaper.jpg. So although we do have our label duplication here as well, you can see we got this first simple label of HTML, and then we have this label with the bootstrap class. So let's combine both of these ones. We can combine both of these ones if we like. I think if we already have this select image text here inside the field, we don't have to write this label at the top. So I'm gonna delete this one. This one looks ugly. So saving this one, refreshing our page. Good. So after selecting our image, we will have one last div of adding our post text. So right after this image div, we will have another div with the bootstrap class of form group. So for the label, let's copy some label from here, and it will be just post. It will be for post. Let me make sure that whether we gave that label to something else or not. Okay, so the post title has the label of title, so it would be fine if we give it a label of just post. So right on the next line, we will have one text area which name will be post. Let's also make sure whether we have given this name to this title field or not. So this title field has the name of post title, so we can have this name to post description. And these rows and columns are the minimum range of our post. So let's first stick with these default ones, and on this text area we will apply the class of form control, and for the ID its ID would be post as well, same as label. Okay, saving this one, let's refresh our page. So here you can see the post area. So this select image and post looks quite close. So I will add the margin bottom on this select image div. So back to my editor, here is this div. So I will add mb-1. So if I refresh my page, see, now it's looks perfect. So this is it for designing this add new post page. In the next movie we will work on the PHP part of add new post .php file.